Some things we just kind of take for granted, right? Like being able to open a book and learn. But what if you had to fight for that? I mean, really fight for it. Well, that's exactly what this story is about. It's about a young woman whose fight for that one simple right would end up echoing across the entire world. This is the story of Malala. So before we dive in, I want you to really think about this. What makes education worth risking your life for? For most of us, school is just, well, it's school. It's a given. But for some people, it's a dream so powerful they would literally face down death for it. So just keep that question in the back of your mind as her incredible story unfolds. All right, so where does this all begin? Well, it doesn't start on some big global stage. Nope. It starts in a small town with a young girl who had a very clear vision for her future. Okay, so let's set the scene. The year is 1997, and we're in Mangora, Pakistan. This is where Malala Yousafzai is born. And for a while, her world is just normal, filled with all the usual joys and hopes that any kid has. And from day one, she just loved to learn. I mean, her world kind of revolved around the school that her own father ran, so it was always there. For her, learning wasn't a chore. Not at all. It was a genuine passion. She dreamed big. She wanted to become a doctor so she could help people. And that dream, well, it was fueled by every single book she could get her hands on. But that simple dream, that fundamental right to just learn, well, it was about to come under a terrifying threat. And it was going to force her to make a choice that, honestly, no child should ever have to make. And just like that, her world completely split in two. I mean, look at this. On one side, you have her dream to learn to become a doctor. And on the other side, the stark reality of the Taliban's rule, which banned girls from going to school, period. You could just feel it, right? Her hope and their decree were on a collision course. But Malala, she was not going to be silent. No way. While so many others were forced into the shadows, she did the exact opposite. She started writing a blog for the BBC, using a fake name, of course, telling the world what life was really like under the ban. And get this, she would stand up in local meetings, giving these incredible speeches way beyond her years, becoming this public voice for every single girl who was shut out of a classroom. Well, that kind of courage, it doesn't go unnoticed. Her defiance was leading to one single moment in time, a day that would change everything, not just for her, but for the entire global conversation about education. Forever. And when you look at it like this, you can see the path so clearly, can't you? She's born in 97. Then her childhood gets completely upended when the Taliban take control. Her activism was a direct response to them banning girls' education, which put her on this inevitable collision course that all came to a head in 1 year, 2012. 15. Just think about that number for a second. 15 years old. That's how old she was when they targeted her. She was just a kid, singled out for one reason, because she demanded her right to learn. And the attack itself, it was as brutal as it was cowardly. She was on a bus riding home from school, the very place she was fighting to be, when gunmen boarded and shot her in the head. Their goal was simple and terrifying: to silence her voice. Permanently. But they failed. They absolutely failed. In their attempt to erase her, they accidentally made her voice louder than they could have ever imagined. And from the ashes of that horrible attack, a global symbol was born. Miraculously, and I mean, it really was a miracle, she survived. She was flown all the way to the UK for intensive medical care, and that's where she started this long, incredibly difficult journey to recovery. But her recovery wasn't the end of the story. Oh no, it was a launch pad. From her new home in the UK, she didn't just continue her activism, she took it global. She co-founded the Malala Fund, this amazing organization with a really clear mission to make sure every single girl in the world gets 12 years of free, safe, quality education. So, what's the real impact of this one determined voice? I mean, what's the legacy she's already built? Let's take a look. Well, in 2014, the world made it official. At just 17 years old, 17, Malala was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize. She became the youngest person to ever receive it. And that sent a powerful message, right? It was a declaration that the fight for education is a fight for peace. Today, her name is it's a global symbol. It stands for courage, right? The courage to speak truth to power, even when your life is on the line. It stands for resilience. I mean, to not just survive something so horrible, but to come back with an even stronger, louder voice. And more than anything, her name is a testament to the undeniable, world-changing power of education. And that brings us full circle, right back to where we started. Malala's story is this incredible reminder that one single voice, when it's armed with conviction, can actually change the world. So, the only question left for us to think about is, what will your voice say?
Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully useful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.